Warm greetings for the day to all of you. I, Himanshu Saxena, your computer science teacher from Superhouse Education Foundation, welcome you all in my today's first video on the chapter 3 Advanced Feature of Excel. So dear students, this entire chapter I have covered in two different sections and they are as follows. Section A will cover components of chart, different types of chart. Section B will cover creating charts in Excel, sorting and filtering of data in Excel. But before the beginning of this session, I would like to recapitalize some of the topics that you have studied in my previous videos. So here we go. Dear students, MS Excel is a spreadsheet program that included in the MS Office suite of application. So once you install MS Office Suite in your personal computer, you can find all the related components of this software like MS Word, MS Excel, MS PowerPoint, MS Access, etc. Dear students, as we have studied that the intersection of rows and columns is called a cell. That is store one piece of data at a time. So here you can find that the dark black color border line is called a cell, and that will store only one piece of data at a time. Every cell in MS Excel is having its own unique cell address that we can see after selecting it in the name box just below the ribbon. So dear students, the cell address of this particular cell is unique in the entire worksheet, and the cell address of this particular cell we can see in the name box. This is your name box where we can see the cell address of the current active cell. So in this case, E9 is the cell address of this cell just because it is lying in column E and row number 9. The bar which is just nearby the name box is called formula bar. Formula bar is used just when we write a formula in a particular cell, then that formula will be visible in the formula bar, and after the pressing the enter button, once the formula will get executed, then the current value will be displayed here. Okay, so formula bar displays the formula in the active cell and active cell displays the formula resulting value. So this is your active cell which will display the result of that formula. By default, the first cell of a worksheet is called active cell that contain its cell address A1. So dear students, the first cell of this worksheet is this one and the cell address of this cell will be A1 just because this cell is lying in column A and at row number 1. Types of formulas in MS Excel: basic formula and compound formula. Dear students, basic formulas are those formulas which have only one type of operator, and compound formula are those formulas which have more than one type of operators. Now, our next topic is range. A range is a group of contiguous cells which form the shape of a rectangle. It can be a group of two cells or as big as an entire worksheet. Second, named range. Excel provides a facility to assign a name to a range. Sometimes when we are working within a multiple worksheet, then name range features helps us to use the formula in a better way. Cell reference. The unique cell address of any particular cell is called its cell address. It can be of three types: relative cell reference, absolute cell reference, and mixed cell reference. In relative cell reference, when we copy the formula from starting cell address to ending cell address, MS Excel automatically changes the reference to match the location of a cell. That is called relative cell reference. In absolute cell reference, it is used when we do not want to change the address of the cell while copying the formula to another cell. This is called absolute cell reference. Now, third one is mixed cell reference. Mixed cell reference is a combination of relative cell reference and absolute cell reference. In this type of cell reference, either row or column has to remain fixed. Formula errors. Fourth point. Microsoft Excel is very supportive when we are typing any wrong formula in the worksheet. When we do that, then Excel displays an error message instead of the value and assist us in identifying and fixing the problem. Functions. Functions are the pre-designed formulas in Excel to perform both simple and complex calculations. It saves time and eliminates the chance to write the wrong formulas. They accept arguments and returns values. Some of the common functions that we use in MS Excel are as follows. First, AutoSum function. Second, sum function. Third, average. Fourth, today function. Fifth, mix, max and min function, etc. Now, next point is function library. There are many functions defined in Excel, and it is beyond the capacity of a person to remember the name and functionality of each one of them. So, to overcome it, MS Excel has clubbed all the functions in the function library group of the formula tab. Now, the last point is managing the worksheet. MS Excel allows us to manage the worksheet, like we can rename a worksheet, delete a worksheet, changing color of a sheet tab. This all we can achieve by simply right-clicking on the sheet tab. A list will open, and from there we can select the desired, or we can say the required option that we want to perform. Thank you. So this is what all we have learned in the last chapter, formulas and function, throughout my videos. Now I'm going to start a fresh chapter, which is chapter number 3, advanced features of Excel. And in this video, I'm going to cover few subtopics like components of charts and types of chart in Excel. A chart is a graphical representation of data in a worksheet. Chart represents the data in pictorial form. Chart help us to view the data with better understandability. Charts helps us to sense a comparisons and analyze the fluctuations among values and trends in data. Dear students, chart helps us to provide better understanding of large quantities of data, just because it helps the information to be displayed in pictorial form. they provide an accurate analysis of information. Now, the components of a chart. Dear students, in this picture, I have drawn a column chart in which there are few students who have secured some marks in English, science and maths. For example, Amit, he has scored 77 marks in English, 87 marks in science and 78 marks in mathematics. Similarly, Sumit has scored 66 marks in English, 78 marks in science and 77 marks in maths. Like this, there are 3 more records. Now, there are few components of a chart which I will first discuss with you. The first one is chart area. Dear students, chart area includes all the area and objects in the chart. So this one is called chart area. Category axis. Now, category axis or x-axis is the horizontal axis of a chart. Now this is your horizontal axis. We call it x-axis, title also. Value axis. Value axis or y-axis is a vertical axis used to plot the values. It is basically located on the left side. Data label. Data label are actually the values which are written on the bar, like 78, 87, 77. These are the data labels for Amit, whereas 77, 78, 66 are the data labels for Sumit, and so on. Horizontal and vertical grid lines. Dear students, these vertical lines and these horizontal lines are called grid lines. As we can see from here also, this is my vertical grid line and this is my horizontal grid line. Now here it comes, chart title. Dear students, it describes the aim and content of the chart. Basically, the name of the chart is displayed here. Legend. Dear students, legend shows the colors, patterns or symbols assigned to the data series. It helps to analyze the chart. Like if we want to see in this particular bar what green color indicates, so with the help of this legend we can identify that this is the marks for English subject. Data tables. Dear students, this particular chart is depend upon the information which is written in the form of the table in MS Excel. So if we want to show that table in the chart also, we can show in this way. So this is my data table that will depend upon this chart, or we can say my chart will be depend upon this information. So once again we will study all these terms one by one. Chart area. It includes all the area and objects in a chart. Category axis. It is also called x-axis or horizontal axis. Value axis. It is also called y-axis or vertical axis. Data series. They show the data value and trends in the data series in different colors. Now next is category name. It is the label which displays the names or at the x-axis and y-axis. Like in the previous example, the names of the student we have shown at the x-axis, whereas the marks they have scored in different subjects is at y-axis. Plot area. It is a window within a chart area that contain actual chart itself. Legend. It helps to differentiate the data. It depicts the colors, patterns or symbol assigned to the data series. Chart title. It describes the purpose of the chart, that is, name of the chart and the aim of the chart. Grid lines. Grid lines in the chart can be horizontal or vertical. Horizontal grid lines and vertical grid lines intersect, then it forms a cell. Now our next topic is types of chart. MS Excel offers different types of chart with some common features to interpret the data. A chart is a tool that we can use in MS Excel to communicate data graphically. Charts are very useful to understand a large quantities of data and the relationship between parts of data. Dear students, we have first chart, bar chart. A bar chart is a graph that shows horizontal bars with the axis values for the bars displayed on the bottom of the graph. We can use bar chart when we want to compare values across categories. Now here is one example of bar chart. Dear students, there is a table in which we have 5 columns: roll number, name of students, and the marks of the different subjects like maths, science and English. We have 5 records in which each and every student secured few marks in maths, science and English altogether. Now we have created a bar chart here which shows the legend, in which blue color will be indicated of maths marks, maroon color is of science and green color is of English subject. So Amit has secured, as we can see from the table, 78 marks in maths, 87 marks in science and 77 marks in English. So here we can see that the blue color indicates the marks of maths, maroon color indicates the marks of science, and the green color indicates the marks of English. So this is a very good tool to analyze the data or to compare the data from one another. Now our next chart is column chart. A column chart is a graph that shows vertical bars with the axis values for the bars displayed on the left of the graph. We can use column chart when we want to plot both nominal and ordinal data. Column chart work best where data points are limited. Now this one is very important. Once again, with the help of one example, we can understand how the column chart will look like. The same table with the same data, we have formed here a column chart. Now we can see the bars are in vertical form and same mass color indicated by blue, science by maroon, and English by green. So we can analyze the best marks in all three subjects by the vertical height of the bar. Line chart. A line chart is in the form of lines and which is used to illustrate trends in data at equal interval of time. It is useful in emphasizing quantity by showing the change in data over a period of time. Line chart is generally used to display huge amount of data. For example, the same table with the same information, this time the records are shown in the form of line chart, where the marks of mathematics of each and every student is shown through a single line. Like Amit, he has scored whatever marks in maths is indicated here with a diamond symbol. This symbol you can change according to change when you want to change the appearance, then only you can change. Sumit has secured 77 marks in mathematics and 78 marks in science and 66 marks in English. So this is what line chart is. Our next chart is area chart. An area chart or area graph, it displays graphically quantitative. It is based on line chart or column chart. An area chart emphasizes on the magnitude, that is the volume of change over a period of time. For example, this is the same table with same information and we have shown the data in the form of area chart. So this is how an area chart will look like. Here the marks of each and every student of subject maths is shown here with blue color, and the marks of all the students of subject science is shown here with maroon color, and similarly the marks of all the students of subject English is shown here with green color. Now next is XY scatter chart. Dear students, a XY scatter chart plots two group of numbers as one of the series of XY coordinates. One group of numerical values is displayed along with the horizontal axis, that is x-axis, and another group is displayed by the vertical axis, that is y-axis. For example, here in the same table with the same data, we have drawn a XY scatter chart. Here we can see from the legend side that the science marks we are indicating with blue color and English with maroon color. So this is how the XY scatter chart scatter the values, the marks are now in the form of scatter. Next is pie chart. A pie chart is a circular statistical graphic which is divided into slices to illustrate numerical proportions. In a pie chart, the arc length of each slice is proportional to the quantity it represents. For example, it is in circular form. There is the same table with the same information, but this time we are showing the grand total of each and every student of all three subjects. Like Amit, he has scored 242 marks out of 300 in all three subjects, and similarly the other students. Here, with the help of legend, it helps us to identify which color is indicating grand total marks of which student. So this is how a pie chart will look like. My dear students, now I am giving you one assignment which is of 15 minutes only. Dear students, one problem I am giving you in your screen, and I am asking you to prepare a suitable chart for that. In this question, Shubhi is a dancer teacher. She teaches various forms of dance in her class like classical, hip-hop, contemporary, salsa. She has created a sheet in MS Excel having required details. She wants to create a column chart based on the given data below. So number of students and fees per students, it is given in the table. Now what you need to do, you have to prepare a column chart on the following details. Thank you. Now the recap of the chapter, that what we have studied so far in this interactive video. Dear students, a chart is a graphical representation of data in a worksheet. It is an effective way to display both data in a pictorial form. Chart area includes all the area and objects in the chart. A plot area is a window within the chart area. It contains the actual chart itself and includes plotted data, data series, category and value axis. Legend depicts the colors, patterns or symbol assigned to the data series. X-axis of the chart is called category axis and y-axis of the chart is called value axis. Bar chart displays the data in the form of long rectangle rods called bar, whereas column chart display the data in the form of long rectangle rods which is in vertical called bars, and pie chart displays the data in the form of a circle divided into segments. So now I am giving you some links to study same contents thoroughly. So I suggest you to go through with these links. So now this is what we have learned so far in this chapter. Thank you, students, for being us with me throughout the interactive session. Thank you so much.